Okay, we just had an eventful trip from around Spartanburg to Asheville. Long set of hills there, and she did not love it. Not sure why. I didn't have any leaks on this side of the engine, but the overflow tank, which is right over there, was just bubbling over. So that means that it's just overheating and it's not able to contain the coolant. On a bus like this, on all vehicles, you've got a thermostat. That's the housing for it right there. Right, that guy. And that's housing essentially a valve like this, a thermostat. So it opens and closes. It's regulating your engine temperature. You don't want your engine to be super cold. You don't want it to be super hot. So this valve, as it gets to a certain temperature, opens up and lets the coolant flow through the engine, through the radiator, and maintains its temperature whether you're idling or whether you're going uphill. Well, I worked really hard going up the hill, so I don't know if it's just because this rig is really heavy and it's not the strongest engine for such, but it seemed like it was working a little too hard. So the easiest thing I can do is change up the thermostat. I don't know the history of it, so I'm going to start there. The next would be like a water pump. The fan is working. It's not a hydraulic fan clutch. It's not a what's that other word? Cannot remember. It's electric, magnetic engaged fan clutch. Viscous fan clutch. That's the other one where it has a fluid that automatically gets the temperature and engages. So this one doesn't load up the engine. Well, I guess it does, but it does it via a electric fan clutch. Anyways, T444E tips. Now, I was on the interstate, had a line of people behind me. They were not happy. I was going like 20 miles an hour at times. I was also not happy. They were honking. But the reality is it was like a 2-lane road, and not all of the road had a place where I could pull off. So it was actually better that I limped it at 20 miles an hour for the 9 miles or 12 miles than it was for me to push it too hard and go a little faster but then get stuck. That would have been a lot worse for everyone. So we did it on our terms. I pulled over. I'm going to go have some Chick-fil-A and let this thing cool off. Then I'm going to crack into it on my terms. Even though I'm past the hills, I want to make sure that this is sorted. I don't really want to run into this again, especially since at some point I'll be selling this bus. I want to make sure it's all good to go. Till next time.